morning to you. It's Monday. New coffee cup. Who dis? I got this from Target. This is one of my prizes.
I'm like, what's that?
That's a real nice.
Someone turn your phone off.
So annoying, so loud.
Heavy though.
What do you want? A light coffee cup?
I thought, I like a light coffee cup so that
It's very
I don't know.
homemade.
It's just easy
I
to-
like how you're so proud of your new coffee cup.
It matches my shirt, my tie. I thought.
You big
I
spender.
do like the tie.
I stole this from a friend of mine a long time ago.
Did
He
you?
asked for it back all the time. Sorry,
I
bud.
could give your friend his tie back.
Because it looks better on me. I was trying to segue into our topic when
Right.
your phone was going off there, and then
Yes.
she derailed me with coffee
Yeah.
cup
Sorry.
and tie talk.
Yes.
But anyway, we are talking about annoying cell phone habits today. There are so many different things you can do with your
It's
device that upsets the
countless.
I'm
people
doing
around
them
you.
right now.
Yeah, so let's share a few. Let's just launch right into it, and then we'll get into the
These are
topic
some
with some
good
of your
ones.
comments. What are things that people do on their devices that drive you nuts? Doing this when they're supposed to be talking to you, when you're engaged in a
Oh,
conversation.
I do that all the time.
And they're
I'm
just
I'm
looking at their
bad.
phone. And then you like wait for them to respond, and you're like, yeah.
They're not listening to a word.
Yeah,
It's like,
definitely. Yeah.
should I just
So many
wait?
people do that
Paul's
now,
doing
though.
it as
I
we
know,
speak.
but it
many
drives
people
me
do
nuts.
it. Yeah. And again, we said don't ever do that on a date.
Yes.
It's the worst.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like the worst
definitely
thing.
not. If someone has their phone out on a date, especially early on, that's not good. But you know what? The other day, I was actually at the doctor's office.
They're going to
and-
say you were on a date.
No,
She was.
I go on a lot of those, but that's a different story. So I was at the doctor's office, and I noticed people like with their loved ones in the waiting room. And you'd think like a doctor's office is something where, I don't know, maybe they're distracting themselves, but maybe you need someone to be supportive. And these people, I swear, like none of them spoke to each other. They were literally
Just
like this.
scrolling.
And it made me sad.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there by myself, just looking around, judging them.
Judging them.
Which I'm not sure is any better. My number one pet peeve on the phone, though, is when you're in the movie theater, which I don't really like going to the movies because there's like a lot of stuff that people do that annoys me in
Yeah.
that
I know.
small, confined space.
Yes.
So when their brightness is up and they're looking at their phone during the movie, you're in this
know.
dark
It's awful.
room. You're trapped with these people, and their brightness is way up, and it ruins the experience for me.
I know. I cannot stand that. People who text during movies. I can't get over it. It's like, at some point you're like, you
Yeah.
have to get over this and just block it
No.
out. I cannot.
It's too annoying.
I cannot and will not get over it.
Better or
have to
worse,
move.
Rachel, than watching someone take a video at a concert, and then now you're now watching the concert through their iPhone screen.
That
Everybody does that.
me
Giant signs that people used to hold up in
crazy.
the 80s and 90s. That's what that is.
But my
right.
thing is about the phone. Like the sign, I'm like, I get it. You want the artist to feel the love. I totally get it. But who is going to watch this concert video?
Nobody.
Right, it's like
Are
the
you
fireworks
saving it for
video.
Yes, the
yourself?
fireworks
For
one.
someone. And then I'm a big believer in like, okay, so you go to the concert, maybe the first song you can have phones
Right.
out, and then after that,
Save it for the encore.
like
That's when they
that's
play the good
yeah.
Or, like
save
if
it
your
for-
favorite song comes on,
Yes.
and you're like, okay, I want to remember this moment of it being live. Okay, but do you need to Instagram story every single song? The quality
No.
is awful anyway.
is.
Nobody wants to watch.
No,
your
I mean, it's cool to
concert
let them
video.
know, hey, I'm here. Like, when I went to J-Lo, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
J-Lo.
heck
I
yeah.
got great
Yeah,
seats.
because you're excited.
She looks amazing.
I took a couple pictures and I left it at that because I was like, a lot of people were there. They don't need to see the same thing over,
I had the lady in front of me at J-Lo who videotaped the entire thing.
Oh.
And I was like, you're annoying, your friend's annoying, and nobody's going to ever watch your video. and I hate you.
Ended with a Donnybrook in the parking lot.
I can't.
I feel like I'm
get past it.
listening to myself right now.
It's awful because I just am a big believer in like you got to enjoy a concert experience with the naked eye. They put a lot of time and effort in producing this, especially like when you're looking like a show like J-Lo where she's changing 40 million times. There's a
Yeah.
lot of production value,
Yeah,
a
you
lot
don't
of
wanna miss it.
dancers. Like, don't miss it looking through this tiny screen. What you paid a lot of money for those seats. I'm
I
assuming.
know, yeah.
I wrote an extra point about this a while back about this new technology that Jack White used when he did a show in Phoenix about a year ago. It's this company that has these little like cell phone pouches, and you line up at the gates, and it's a no cell phone show. And so you lock your device inside these little pouches, and there's unlock stations on the concourse of the venue
if
that
you
you're
need
going to.
it.
So if you need to make a call, if you're waiting for something, you can go into the concourse with the help of an attendant, pop it into these machines and take out your phone and use it. But you can't bring the phone back into the venue without it being in the little purse.
I like that.
It was such a different experience to like see a show like that because you didn't have to worry about this and everyone was pretty engaged. I felt like there were more people having conversations too, as weird as that sounds. Like
No, it's
people
true.
were talking to
Enjoy the
strangers
show.
about the shared interest.
It's so easy now to just go like this. Like, you ever get in the elevator and there's another person?
All the time.
Like, when I walk in the elevator and someone else is in there, they see me and they're like,
Even if my phone doesn't work in the elevator and the other person knows that you don't get service, you're still like,
I better scroll
yeah.
through something.
Oh, who's texting me? No one? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm going to keep
Still
looking
the
at
same,
my phone.
yeah.
I'm the one that makes it. I'm like, hey, how are you?
Great, yeah, it's hot out.
And the
Other.
conversation's awkward.
So the reason we bring this up is it turns out people aren't listening to flight attendants. There's this survey about bad cell phone behavior on planes. It says about 10% of passengers don't even bother to put their phone on
I'm
airplanes.
surprised
I
it's
don't.
even
I'm one of
that
them. I'm
number,
sorry.
honestly. I don't know
don't?
anybody who does it.
I think it's more than that. I put mine on airplane.
but I'm a
It
rule
saves the
follower.
battery. You should.
It does
That's
because your
why I
phone's
do
roaming
it.
in the air.
Sometimes I get a
Yeah.
text through in the air.
You do?
I get so like I'll get a text that comes through from someone
Yeah.
else. Mine don't go out.
Okay.
But you'll
You get
get
it
one
incoming.
randomly.
Those people were also complaining about the bright screens when the lights were out in the plane or playing music or movies without
Why would
headphones.
Why do
anybody
people
do
do
that?
I said the most annoying was talking on the phone the minute the plane lands, but I think we can all relate to the loud conversation without headphones thing or
Yes.
the music without headphones thing. Why? What?
You know what? The loud music and the games and the audio that other people can hear anywhere is so annoying. When I'm hiking, when I'm on Pastoa or Camelback, and you're not using headphones, I'm mad at you. And so is everyone else.
Because you're interrupting somebody
Yeah.
else's natural experience.
Yeah,
Like, you're
like-
not there to listen to somebody else's music.
If I'm backpacking and I'm, in a situation where I'm hiking for 6 hours and I'm seeing like a few other people here and there, maybe I'll listen to my music without headphones. I'll admit that. But on a really popular trail like Pastoa
Yeah.
or Camelback, it's just rude.
There are guys that do it on golf courses. And
I
gals,
have heard of
guys
that.
and gals that will bump music from their carts, and you're like, "What are you doing?" If there's one game we're supposed to be quiet,
yeah, exactly.
it's this game.
I thought that was
I've
universally known.
seen it even on the range.
Yeah.
And it's like you're condensed. You're right there
Yeah.
lined up with other people. It's a lack.
I don't like it.
Sorry.
There's a huge
like it.
lack of self-awareness. Janet, one of her pet peeves, she said, give your kids some headphones to play games and such on your phone while you're passing time waiting somewhere. Not everyone wants to hear it. That is one of my triggers. When I hear the sound of like Candy Crush.
It's like one of my triggers.
I have a lot of them. But that's definitely
Kayla
one.
says
I
this
was
dude
going to
walks
read.
around.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Take
No,
it.
go.
This dude walks around my office with his headphones in, talking loud on personal conversations. One time I'm like, bro, can you relax with the yelling?
I
Calm
like this
down.
one here from Robert. He says, people on their phone while getting their stuff at a store. They come to the counter and you can't even talk to them because they're so deep in conversation or on Facebook or whatever they're doing. I think that's so rude when you're on the phone and then you're purchasing something.
Yeah.
You gotta get off the
Yeah.
phone and at least
Yeah.
interact with the person who's selling you whatever you're buying.
Otherwise, it's like they don't exist.
Right, and can you
It's
imagine the
awful.
other side of that coin? Like you walk up to the counter and then this person just picks up their phone and starts screwing around.
Yeah,
on
it makes you feel like a
You'd
nobody.
be like,
It
hey,
makes you feel
excuse
worthless.
me.
Yeah.
What about in the drive-thru? Have you seen that people are always on the phone in the drive-thru and they're like, hold on, I gotta order something real quick. And it's just like,
That's me. That's because I don't want to talk to anyone while I'm
Oh,
sitting
please.
at home. I try to get the phone calls out of the way in the car.
I do that too.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
pause,
so
I
much
gotta get some
easier.
burritos. Hold on a
so
second.
I hate
I put
talking
the
on the
order on
phone
mute
at
though,
home.
so they can't hear how much food I'm getting.
I've done that too.
Hold
So I'm
on.
like, oh.
This is
I
a
do that
$10
when I'm
Taco Bell
talking to my
trip. You
mom
don't
because
even
she's
know
like,
about it.
"Where are you? Are you eating fast food?" It's like you definitely got to
no.
mute if I'm on the phone with
Chick-fil-A,
my
mama.
mother.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Sherry is bringing up kind of the other side of annoying things people can do with phones, not like so much the public stuff, but the texting etiquette. She said,
Yes.
those that feel the need to always respond okay, or the worst, just K,
K.
to every email. Sometimes it's necessary, but rarely. Please save my time. Now, what's your reaction if you get the text just K from someone?
That's a passive aggressive. That person's in a bad mood.
You know what I
K.
do though?
I don't
K.
Sometimes
K, okay.
I put a K with an exclamation point. Like if somebody's like, "See you in 5 minutes," or "I'll be there in 5 minutes," I'll put K.
Hey,
My grandma
good.
just sends
That's
the thumbs up
preferred.
emoji. That's her like,
like
I'm
that.
done
But
with
see, I was
this.
glad when they added those little where you can just like pulse on it and
Yeah.
it has the love
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the thumbs up or
Me
explanations.
too.
I like
But
that. That's helpful.
I will say this. If I'm seeing someone, if I'm dating someone, and they tend to do that a lot to
This
my
is a big
text,
hypothetical here,
when,
but I'm with you.
when it'll happen later today. When I send a guy like a text or a picture or something, if they just like love it.
Yeah.
Or
I'm like,
like-
give me
Oh,
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me
you
how
have
pretty
to
I am.
respond
Darn it.
back.
I I need attention.
Yeah.
What if they're at work and it's like they're sending you the love? They're not totally ignoring it. They're acknowledging it and they're loving it.
Right, and then usually they will like follow up with that later. But you're right. It's perfect for when people are busy. Same with read receipts. This is the most controversial thing I think about texting and cell phones is read receipts, because I'd actually never dealt with read receipts until the most recent guy that I'd been dating uses read receipts.
You turn that stuff off.
I've got a hot take on read receipts.
Do you?
It's that they're less
I can see that
honest.
you read it and you're not responding.
Yeah, see?
Or you want me to think that you didn't see
Yes!
it, but you
Yeah.
did.
It's manipulative.
my
Read receipts if you were an innocent human being. We're just,
crazy.
if you don't know what we're talking about, it's this little notification on iPhones that comes up and
must
says
turn
the
it
other
off.
person has
Yes.
saw your message.
Immediately when you
So
get
if
a
I
phone.
texted Kristen, she would look down and she would check the message and then whatever the heck time
I
it
would
is.
know that Paul texted me. Whether or not he can see that I read it, I would obviously know. But if I had the read receipts on and it said read at 7:45 and I didn't respond to you and you could see that I read it.
Right, that would
So
mean that you're not
rude.
responding to me. But here's the thing. People that keep their read receipts on, I'm not going to say everyone, but the majority of them manipulate the system.
system, they do.
So like
so?
Kristen will text me and I'll get the notification that says she texted me, but I won't click the message because if I do, she'll see that I
you
read
read
it.
it.
So I
Yeah.
just ignore it interminably for 4 hours. And then I'm like, oh, just got your message,
And it's
even though I got a
2019.
message 4 hours ago.
Okay, yes. So I'm currently in a situation where
Oh, you're in a read receipt situation. This is a Seinfeld episode now,
I'm
by the
dating a
way.
read receipt
totally
guy,
is.
okay?
He's a read receiver! Jerry, he's a read receiver!
You have to break up with him immediately. This cannot continue.
This is crazy.
It's honestly
He's a
like,
psychopath.
I feel like I'm being manipulated.
You are.
I
You
hope
are.
he's watching this.
He totally is.
We're gonna send him the link.
I had
Send
a guy
him a
friend say the
text.
same thing over the weekend. He didn't text a girl back for like 2 hours. He goes, "Oh crap, I left it on red for 2 hours." Like, oh my god.
Game over, man.
But
it's over.
okay, on social media, on Twitter or Instagram, if it says seen and they don't respond, that doesn't bother me. There's like a layer of removal there.
Right.
On social
Texting's
media.
The
more
text
personal.
is more
Yeah.
intimate.
Texting is
Yes.
personal. Yeah. Instagram, like, even if I read it, I just might not be.
It's
in a
more
mood to be on
passive.
social
You're
media.
just-
Yeah.
Devil's advocate here. If he didn't respond for 2 hours with his read receipts on,
Yes.
isn't that more believable that, oh, I'm sorry, I just got busy, I'm
Yes.
just getting back to you,
Yes.
than if you didn't read the message for 2 hours?
100%.
Because that's like,
Yeah.
oh, no, I know my read receipts are on, I'm really sorry, I got busy, as evidenced by the fact I didn't get a hold of you for 2 hours.
Do you guys want to see the best comment of the whole day? Doug says, I'll admit, I'm watching you guys right now. I'm in an airport and I do not have
Yeah! Everyone hates
Stop
you.
it!
Hey everybody at the
And now
airport.
they all hate us too.
I know.
Wait, but Pam, her thing says using the phone while in the bathroom, like in public.
In any bathroom.
Well, and any I bring my phone with me to the bathroom, but like
leave
I
it
wouldn't
out
talk on the
there.
phone in the
Oh,
bathroom.
don't want
when I hear
anything
people talking in the
transferred.
bathroom,
Like in a
that-
stall?
Yeah, that's
oh,
weird.
no, don't do
Yeah.
that.
Don't do that
People
ever.
do that.
all the
really?
time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Guys don't do that. You'll see guys though in urinals, especially like guys on dates. Like as soon as they get in the bathroom, just
Yeah.
like catching up on their phones. It's like one hand on their business, one hand on their phone
You
while
know
they're
what I
standing
really
around.
They're missing out on.
They're not doing it at the table with their date
Right.
or company
Well, it's
or
'cause us
whoever
guys
they're
know
with.
that's not
Yes.
cool.
So-
Well, you know though, when the other person goes to the bathroom and they take their phone, it's
I
like, okay.
purposely,
I leave my
if
phone.
I'm into
yeah.
someone, I'm like, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Plunk. And you leave it there so that way
Face up?
they know. Yeah.
I'm gonna take my lip
Face
liner,
up.
but
No. Mine's always face
Mine
down.
always face down. I've gotten in so many situations, face down
But
is
what,
the only
what
way.
Keo's not telling you is that that's a dummy phone that she's leaving there. She's taking her
Got the
real phone
burner
to the
phone in the
bathroom.
back.
She's like, here's this phone that I'm leaving
stop
out.
telling everyone my secrets, Paul.
It's like magic, man. Misdirection.
What do you do when they have two phones, a work phone and a personal phone?
Oh, I'm one of those people, so
Yeah.
I don't judge them, but maybe I should.
You're planting seeds in her head. How dare you?
Oh, that's okay.
Time out
Yes,
for
I'm trying
ICYMI.
to keep
You gotta
any
split
innocent.
it. You
Let's
gotta
get to our,
split
in
it.
case you missed it this morning on Today in AZ. We had fun with a story in the Morning Juice, including one of the favorite bands of all time that's has actually got a brand new movie coming out about them. I think it is out now.
It is out,
Oh
yes.
yeah, it is.
Check this.
The one and only radio star.
Yep, a little bit of Beatles mania over the weekend in LA. Paul McCartney performing at Dodger Stadium Saturday night surprised fans by bringing out Ringo Starr. The Beatles bandmates performed a few Beatles classics to the delight of the fans in the attendance. According to Variety, their last live appearance together was in 2014 for the taping of a television special. Yes, Paul?
Let me ask the people out there a question. Would you rather have seen Ringo Starr live in the flesh on stage in LA or a hologram of John Lennon?
No, I'm not into the
It's a hologram of
thing.
John Lennon, right? Right?
I mean,
I'm
everybody.
sorry, Ringo. You're fourth fiddle.
Oh man, but he's
But I
living.
think that
He's living.
being
That's
alive is
counts for
number one
something.
here. Yeah.
I get
I'm
it.
not into the hologram.
I'm just saying. It's Ringo, man. They say the Beatles are dying in
Poor
reverse
Ringo.
order. It was Lennon first, then Harrison, then it'll be McCartney, and then Starr. That's what they say.
Say that.
awful.
It's not fair.
You
It's
wouldn't
not
put
fair to any
McCartney
of
above
us.
Harrison?
I think George Harrison was a bigger deal than Paul
think so.
McCartney for the Beatles. Lennon's number one, though. John-
Well, yeah. Obviously, yeah.
I don't know. Pretty cool to see Ringo Starr, but like,
Well, you didn't
Oh,
see
now
much.
you.
I know. I
I
thought it was cool.
think
I don't think you liked
you're
it,
lying.
Paul. You're very
That ship has
underwhelmed.
sailed.
Never the hologram.
can I?
Never the hologram.
This is such an unpopular opinion.
They did it with
and it is
Tupac.
so not related.
I know.
They
I'm
did.
just not a
And
fan
Prince.
of the hologram.
And
Remember
Prince,
they were
yeah.
talking about the Prince thing was just like no.
We have comments. Mark says hologram.
It's-
He's with you.
okay.
But David and Lucinda say Ringo.
Okay, we're going to have an informal poll here. So right now it's 2-1 Ringo. First 1 to 5 wins. Vote in the comment section right now. Would you rather see a John Lennon hologram or Ringo Starr in person? Vote in the comment section. It's 2-1 Ringo right now. Kristen, you'll be our vote keeper.
The
well, I
alive
tell
one?
an unfortunate
Yes.
thing. Listen, for anybody that knows me personally, I'm a huge music guy. I'm way more likely to be able to tell you the song lyrics to a song that came out 60 years ago than I am the plot of a movie that came out 2 years ago and was number 1 in the box office. That said, some of these guys got to know when to hang it up. Like Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Paul McCartney.
Do you mean
Elton John.
Do you mean like before their only
No,
venue
just-
is a casino?
Just stop. Yeah. Like you got to know.
it is
But they're
sad.
still filling some
there's-
stadiums.
they
though.
are, but they're so limited compared to the way it'd be like going out to watch like 75-year-old Michael Jordan in a dunk contest where the rim is longer.
Oh, we got 5 Ringos.
5 Ringos.
Okay, all right. The
We got
Ringos
5
are picking up.
Ringos.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Ringo
we got
wins. I'll bite my
David,
tongue. It's
Lucinda,
cool.
Eddie, Dan,
But that's what it feels like.
Peggy.
It feels like you're just kind of like.
Alicia, David,
You know
and
they
Eddie
can't
again.
do what they used to be able to do, but you're
Okay.
supposed to feel good about it
I'm
anyway.
still appreciating.
I still
the
appreciate
effort.
it too.
Yeah.
However, I kind of agree with you, and I'm a huge, and I'm gonna get lots of stuff.
I know,
for this.
I know.
I'm a huge New Kids on the Block fan, but
But-
when I went to go watch them
It was
this last
sad.
time,
It's a
I
little
was
slower.
like, you guys probably.
the
That's
game done
depressing.
passed.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
the thing was is that
that makes me
especially in that
sad.
instance of like the boy band is that their peak was before their voices changed for most of them. So other than Joey, nobody can reach the same notes.
Right.
Period. End
Yeah.
of story.
And it was just
But
kind of
it
awkward
was-
sometimes.
They were off
You
like
know?
a half step. It was like the dad moves. I'm trying to do the regular
Yeah.
moves. I'm watching like a bunch of soccer dads at a concert. Bless their hearts, but it was a little slow.
Yeah, it was just. I was just
Wait,
like,
did they open for
wow.
J-Lo when you guys went?
No, they came into concert on themselves, but they came with like Salt and Pepper and
Yeah.
like a few other.
How
I
was
thought
Salt
them.
and
I
Pepper?
thought I was seeing Boys to Men. I told you that
Salt and
story
pepper is
already,
full
but yeah.
gray
Yeah.
now. It's not salt and pepper anymore, just gray.
One of them has a lot of enhancements going on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wow, okay.
Extra.
Yes.
quad enhancements?
She did lots of squats.
I'm sure.
Lucinda says, come on, they're legends. We're blessed to still have their presence. How do we not enjoy them? No, you're right about that. And I do. Like, in fact, James Taylor was just in town not that long ago, and I felt really bummed that I didn't get to go. And Billy Joel, too.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh,
Like,
I think his sold out.
man, I wish I would have
yeah.
loved. I'd love to see them before they go, because you never know when these
Still-
artists are going
that's
to
the
take
thing
it
is
from
you
you.
want to
know?
see them before they're what if you're the guy that was like I saw him at his last concert before
But that's
he
why
kicked the
they're
bucket.
selling out stadiums. That's why people still pay to see
I'm
Mick
good
Jagger
with
and
that.
Keith Richards, even though they can't do what they used to do. But
But
like,
Mick Jagger, until he had like the recent health scare, was really
Yeah.
still grooving and moving.
my question is, are you going to really be able to tell the grandkids, I saw Mick Jagger in 2018? Like, no, I saw Mick Jagger in 1966. Like,
That's true. That's
you know,
a
like
good
that's
point.
the story you want to tell.
I don't know. I kind of love that they're still rocking at an old age.
Jack said that he would like to see a hologram of Paul Gerke, but Paul's still alive.
I would
so.
love to have a hologram of me. Can it come into
Indoor,
the show?
Yeah, different
living
places.
room.
Yeah.
Paul Gerke doing was one of his crazy milking the cow dances. You can get that hologram.
Dude,
Wait,
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. I want to go to this comment. Dan said, we're talking about the phones again. People
the pet
who
peeves.
make me miss a green light because their head's down in their phone. Like when they're checking out the light.
I'm guilty though, because I do text when I'm stopped sometimes or respond.
That is technically legal.
And which is technically not allowed. I know it's terrible.
No,
And
that's
sometimes
legal.
you'll
You can text
it's okay
at lights.
when you're
That's
stopped.
legal.
When you're stopped, yeah, but when you're
Right.
driving.
Okay, so I do that, and then I do get beeped a lot, especially around here, because I feel like the turn signals are kind of messed up
blaming the
around
traffic
here.
signals.
Like,
Is it the
why do you have? You're supposed to have the
little
turn signal, then the
get
solid
one,
green.
two,
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
That's the
Right?
practice though, Rachel, right? You,
I don't-
you give them the wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. Two quick
I
ones.
get-
People
That means
get
let's
pissed
get
now.
going.
It's not even a quick one anymore.
I
It's like,
have a hard honk
Yeah.
here, and I'm
Yes.
like, your lights are messed up here. It's not my fault. And
like,
the
I'm
lights.
new. I'm getting used to it. You should put a sign on the back.
No,
I'm new to
Texas.
AZ.
I'm just figuring out your whole light system.
Oh, Kristen's got a good one. We got time for just a couple more bad cell phone habits before we move on. This is one that has not been brought up in the show or in this show.
What?
Instead of helping someone in need, seems like people will stand there with their phones to video it rather than assist someone.
True.
That's a great
so
point,
true.
Kristen.
That Disneyland video.
The
Remember
fight?
the fight? It was actually a family fighting each other, but everybody just was recording it instead of
intervenes.
helping the
Okay,
situation.
but in their defense, how do you help?
When it's interfamily?
When family.
Well, you didn't know it was family until later, but and that was a crazy fight though. Like, I mean, what would you do? He knocked her out in the face.
Anytime I see a fight that I have no stake in the game, yep, it's this.
No,
because that's
I just
that-
run away the other direction.
Yeah, I guess
I don't want
I
video of it. I don't need evidence, and then I
wouldn't
dragged in.
record it.
World
I
star,
would just watch
world
it.
star.
No, I'm just out of there. I don't want any sort of
Oh,
confrontation.
can I
on
tell a
my
quick
way.
story? How much time do we have, producer Alyssa?
As much as you want.
Do whatever you
30
want.
seconds? Oh, man. So I recently flew out of Sky Harbor, and I went to my gate. It was a Southwest gate, and there was a man who was clearly under the influence of some sort of combination of drugs and alcohol, screaming at people, like dancing and like running up to strangers and be like, "Why y'all sitting here?" And we're like, "We're waiting for a flight." He'd be like, "Well, I'm standing. Why aren't you standing?" And he was walking around going nuts. I went on social media, and I got a hold of Southwest, and I got a hold of Sky Harbor, and I was
I
like,
remember you.
"There's somebody going
Yes.
nuts over here by the gate right now." And I'll tell you what, magic of cell phone technology, within a minute, security was there as a result of my
Good.
tweet to go and
Okay.
take care of this guy. They kicked him out. They took him off his flight.
From
He was-
Twitter.
He was all sorts of
You
messed
didn't,
up on
you
something.
didn't call, you tweeted.
The reason I bring it up is
fast.
because I was trying to record him with my phone, and he kept looking over at me, and I was just
Oh,
like,
jeez. No, Paul, you don't want
"Oh
to get
no, I
involved
was just
in that.
checking myself in the Snapchat."
Wait, where are you going
reverse
to share
scan.
the video with us?
He was moving too fast.
You didn't get anything.
I'll show you some behind the scenes.
Come on.
video.
I
gotta
we gotta go.
I know we gotta
That was way
go.
longer
Dang
than
it! I had
30
a similar
seconds.
one with a celebrity. Girlfriend was trying to record him doing something. He straight up, he's like, "Give me your phone. Give me your phone so I can delete that."
That story tomorrow on the Today in AZ After
That's
Show
a
at
tease.
7:30. If we remember, you have to remember to ask her. It's on you guys now. We're passing the buck. Be good, people.
Bye.